fourth graders, this is Mrs. Nelson, and I will be working with the last few predictable vowel teams. Now remember, predictable means you know the sound that they're going to make. You don't always know where in the word you think you're going to put it, so we're going to teach you that, and you need to remember, where do I hear the sound? Tells me how I'm going to spell it. Okay, so I'm going to look at E-E, I-G-H, A-U, A-W, O-U, O-W, okay? And I already have the chart here if you look at it, and that chart is telling me E-E can be at any position at all. It does not matter, it'll always say E. For example, if I said, fine, if I have C, the E, you hear it, S, E, S, E. It's in the second position. It's in the end right here. It's in the end position. S, E. It still says E. If I put it in the middle, S, eek, S, eek. It's in the middle position and it still says E. Now, if I put it at the beginning, eek, eek. It's in the beginning, eek. It still says E. It does not matter where you put the E sound. It'll always be in the beginning. It'll always be E. Beginning, middle, or end. Always E. Always E. E, E, E. Does not matter. IGH will always say I. So this one, let me go back here. This one will always be a long E sound. A long E. This will be a long I sound. I. Now, sometimes this IGH, that I sound, sometimes can have a T following it, putting the I sound in the middle of the word, but it always is followed by a T. Okay? So let's take a look at that one. If I had the word S, the S sound followed by the I sound is always S-I. Sight, sight. Okay? If I didn't have the T, it would be S-I, S-I. So it would be spelled S-I-G-H. Okay? So it would be at the end. Okay? If you want to have the word, light, light. You have L, which is L, so you'd have L, L, I, I-G-H, and then T, L, I, T. You have three sounds, three, okay? So that one, it doesn't necessarily matter. If it's a beginning, middle, or end. Usually the middle will be followed by a T, but you'll still have the I sound. Might. Mom. No. What's another one? I'd have to think of a couple others. All right, so now we're going to look at the AU, AW. And this one follows the rule of beginning, middle, end. They say the same thing, aw, 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 which is the cute sound. But depending on where do you hear the aw, tells you how do you spell it. So this one, aw, if it's in the beginning, like author, auth, or aw, right here, aw, or author. Three sounds, beginning. So that's going to be AU. Okay? Now, if you have a, for example, L, L, aw. Now it sounds like it's an aw, aw, It sounds like it's in the middle, but it's not because it has that N. When you have that sound, that you have to put it AW. Ooh, ah, 3 sounds, 4 letters, but ah is 1 sound. Ooh, ah, lawn. Okay. If we did per, ah, per, 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 ah, so we know that that's going to be a AW. Okay. AU in the middle. If you have AU in the middle, fault. You have alt, alt, alt. You have 4 sounds there. LT is kind of it's a glued sound. They're together. So you have the alt. That's a glued sound. Okay? So there's 3 sounds. The aw sound is in the middle. Okay? So now let's look at the OU, 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 OW. And this one follows a very similar rule. Sometimes if you have the N on this one, if you have a hidden N, like brown, brown, you're going to have the ow. It sounds like the ow is in the middle, but it really is going to be spelled O-W. So that one follows the same rule as ah, ah, ow, ow, So if you hear an ah, A-W-N, ow, O-W-N, like clown, you will see C-L-W-N. Now, if you have an O-U, like found, so if you had ow, you could found, is a glued sound, so it's together. Ow, ound, 3 sounds, but that ND puts it in the middle, so it's going to be in the middle. Ooh, ow, okay. Foo, 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 ow, would be O-W-N, because you hear that not the found. Sorry. And frown. So you have those sounds. You have to follow that. All right, so you're going to do some spelling, and I'm going to ask you to spell some words using those. Please listen to where this vowel sound happens, beginning, middle, end, with the ow and the ah. Listen to see if they have an n after the sound. Ah, ah, That'll help you. Questions, concerns? See you, teacher.